Greetings, Millbrook families. This is news from around the district in a Millbrook Minute. First up, we have Mr. Sipe from the high school.
Thank you, Superintendent Hernandez. This past Wednesday, our mock trial team traveled to the LaGrange Town Hall for a semifinal against Our Lady of Lourdes High School. We are officially waiting for the results. However, at the trial, the judge announced that if she had to pick a winner without telling the score, our prosecutors successfully won the case. I agree with her. If she is correct, they advance to the finals on Tuesday, April 16th at the Village of Red Hook Courthouse. Congratulations to Mrs. Rosenzweig and all of our students, regardless of the outcome. The LaGrange judge complimented all of our students for an outstanding case. I also agree with her. Earlier this morning, many of our senior students left for their annual trip to Disney. Tomorrow, Saturday, they will spend the evening at Universal Grad Night. We hope they have a memorable experience and a safe trip back home. We also had a very busy week athletically. Next week, our baseball team has their home opener on Tuesday against Weebatuck and another home game on Wednesday against Dover. And our girls golf team is home against Beacon at 3:30 on Wednesday at the Millbrook Golf and Tennis Club. Good luck to all of our student athletes. Have a great weekend. Here's Mr. Cabello at the middle school.
This week at the middle school, our teachers and students have been busy preparing for our upcoming New York State examination in ELA. Those exams will happen on Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Parents, we ask you help support all the hard work of your student by ensuring that they have their Chromebook charged, they get a good night's rest, and hopefully a good big breakfast in the morning to prepare them. We are so excited to see so many students getting involved, and I'm sure they're going to do their blazer best. With news from Alden Place, here's Mr. Lipka.
Thank you, Mr. Cabello. I'll repeat most of what you said. ELA testing is the main focus for next Wednesday and Thursday, and we need that home support on each testing day. Please check with your child that their Chromebook is charged daily and that they have their charging cable with them. Fifth grade science investigations continue on Monday with Duchess Bosey's support. And our teacher's math coach, Dr. Sobrum, will be visiting fifth grade classrooms next Friday. Kindness Club meets again on Wednesday. And on a special note, the 65th Dutchess County Science Fair was held on April 6th for students in grades 5 through 12 who placed in local district science fairs. This competition is difficult for fifth graders, but this year is different. We want to congratulate Natalie El-Halafawi from Ms. Hicks's classroom for receiving an honorable mention award and the Society of Women Engineers Award for her project, The Lesser Flamingo. Fantastic effort, Natalie. Enjoy your weekend. Now to Mrs. O'Connell at Elm Drive.
Thank you, Mr. Lipka. This week in Elm Drive, literacy coach Shelley Klein returned on Tuesday and Wednesday to provide professional development to Elm teachers in the areas of progress monitoring, shared reading, and writing. Today, we held our Blue Ribbon Blazer Assembly to recognize students demonstrating acceptance, and we introduced our new focus on empathy. Next week, Mindful Movements returns on Tuesday for our Blazers, and kindergartners have a field trip planned to the Mid-Hudson Discovery Museum on Friday the 19th. And to the parents of any entering pre-K or K student, phone calls home will begin next week to schedule a time to bring your child to come be screened. Thank you. And now on to Ms. Chanowski with news from Pupil Personnel Services.
Thank you, Mrs. O'Connell. Just a reminder from the PPS office, we continue to hold our annual review meetings for students at all levels. We have had very successful meetings thus far and look forward to the remainder of our meetings taking place the rest of this school year. One more reminder is that if you have a consent form that we sent you to have your child evaluated in a certain area, please ensure that you are returning that to the PPS office or your child's school so that we can work on scheduling out those evaluations. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. And now on to Ms. Folsworth and Student Services.
Thank you, Mrs. Chanowski. Thank you to all of our representatives for attending Tuesday's College and Career Fair. We had a great turnout and a feedback survey will be sent out to students and staff from the counseling department. Your feedback is valued and it helps us improve and plan for future events. I'd also like to thank David Garcia from the Dutchess County Safe Harbor Program, who presented on human trafficking and self-protection to our 10th grade health students. We look forward to bringing him back for other grade levels. We also look forward to the Holocaust Education Center's visit next Tuesday, April 16th. We will be hosting a second-generation Holocaust survivor who will speak to Millbrook Middle School 8th grade students in preparation for the Millbrook Middle School trip to Washington, D.C., where students will be visiting the Holocaust Memorial Museum. And lastly, a Google RSVP form was sent out earlier this week to register for the New York's Finest Internet Safety Presentation on Thursday, April 25th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the Millbrook High School Auditorium. If you have not already signed up and you do plan to attend, please fill out that RSVP form as soon as possible. That is all for student services this week. We will see you next week. Have a great weekend. And now on to Dr. Watkins in curriculum and instruction.
Thank you, Ms. Holzberg. So once again, as you heard Ms. O'Connell talk about, we are pre-K and K registration is still open. So if you have a child in that age range or you know of someone who does, please encourage them to check out our website to find out additional information to have your child registered. Also, just another reminder, if you haven't already completed the form for Summer Scholars, but you would like your child to participate in our summer program, that will be taking place from July 1st through August 8th. It runs Monday through Thursday. It's from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. So again, that registration, it'll be in the email that comes home each Friday with Millbrook Minute, but it is also on our website. So with that, I wish everyone a wonderful weekend. And now off to business and personnel with Mr. Garcia.
Thank you, Dr. Watkins. Big season for budget in the business office here this week in the coming weeks. Next Tuesday, our Board of Education will be prepared to adopt the 2024-25 school year budget for the general fund. That's the money that we use to do our jobs every single day. Please come out if you're willing to, or if you wish to understand more about next year's operating budget. We will be sharing it at the board meeting, and the board will hopefully be adopting it that evening. In addition, budget information can be found on our website. The fastest way to get there is actually the capital project button at the top of the screen. That brings you to a splash page that has all of our capital project information. That vote will also be on May 21st, along with the general fund vote. We will be doing information sessions for that as well next Tuesday as a lead into the board meeting at 5:30 p.m. in the middle school auditorium. We will be presenting all about the capital project, what that entails, and what that means for our taxpayers and our community and our students. We'll be going right from there into our board meeting to talk about the general fund budget. If you can't join us on the 16th, we also have another session on April 23rd. That one will be at 6:30 p.m., a little bit later for those that aren't able to get here as early as some of the other sessions. And if you can't make either of those dates, we do have a virtual presentation in webinar format online as well. So you can get to all that stuff on our website, millbrookcsd.org. A big button at the top says Capital Project. That gives you all of the Proposition 2, 3, and 4 information. And at the bottom of the page, there is a link right to our general fund budget page, which has previews of the general fund budget, how to become a registered voter, and additional information that may be helpful to you. We hope everybody comes out to support the district. With that, we go back to Ms. Hernandez to close us out.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. I want to wish a special congratulations to Mr. Toomey from our custodial department, who worked his last day before celebrating his retirement. And also, I want to wish a happy Eid to all those students' families who celebrated this week. As always, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week.